Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Martina and yes, today it's journal time. I have just uploaded the short appetizer video on YouTube which I call Impressions for this new one, for this beauty. And now I'm going to the complete flip through, and if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you wish. I gave this the name Slik And Laces, and it's very clear why. Because, first of all, the front, the cover, has been made using a really, really enormously gorgeous silk brocade from India, and it comes in very nice pink tones and some gold. And on the back side I have added a pocket, and the pocket consists of two different laces or trims which I have sewn together, and they make a nice pocket, and in this pocket I have added this journal card. Well, when I did the cover, and usually all my journals start with the cover, once the cover is done the thing comes naturally, but when I did the cover, this time it was a little bit different, because I did the cover first, then I thought about the laces to accompany it, and I've used two laces, one with more gold, another one which is a little bit lighter and coffee dyed. I added this decoration element here with some metal, some lace ruffles and this stone in the middle. And then, yeah, it was just by chance, I found, or I saw in my stash, I saw this wonderful appliqué in it's a darker gold tone, and well, I think it fits perfectly to this journal. And this journal is, I called it princess-like, and it's a custom order, and the lady who ordered it, or who asked me to do it, I hope she likes it, because if she likes it and she wants to have it, she can have it. If not, it's open for everyone, but I really hope she likes it. And she gave me the idea, and because she likes pastels, and she likes also the Victorian era, and I tried to mimic, or I tried to do this in this journal. So let's go into it. I have added the bow, the usual bow, usually from sari silk, and in this time I have used a double bow. And I unwind it. Let's go into the inside. Yeah, but before I give you the dimensions and the size, because it's a bigger journal, and not bigger in size, but bigger in terms of number of pages. So it has more than 160 pages, and the dimensions are first in centimeters, 22 times 15, and the spine has 7. And in inches, this translates into 8.8 times 6 with a 2.8 spine. Look at the pearls here. Well, I'm really in love with this journal, I have to say. Okay, but let's go into it now. The name is Slik And Laces, and I said it already, and therefore there is a lot of lace. You can see it already here. You can see I have used many laces, I have used many silk ruffles, and throughout this journal there is a lot of decoration going on, and as usually I couldn't stop, and I went on and on and on, and now I've finished. So let's go into it. The inside of the first of the cover is also completely covered with lace. I have this wonderful lace, which on the edge I have kept the lace border to be visible. And here I have a belly band, and behind the belly band there is an envelope which I did, also covered with double lace, and it's backed with vintage book paper, and inside there are two journaling cards which do feature Victorian wallpaper. It's not original, it's a copy. It's because it's a digital paper which I've used here, but I thought it's a very nice starting point to be in tune with this theme of the journal, Victorian era. So throughout this journal, well, the color pink rose is predominant, I would say. Also, of course, a little bit of gold. Here I have added a vintage lace on the edges, and this page here, look at it, it has a wonderful shine. It's wallpaper, because as you might know, I love to use wallpaper, and this one has wonderful flower ornaments, and they come in off-white and in a very nice light pink. On the opposite side, there are two elements in this pocket here, and this is a tag which I have created, like many other tags I created here in this journal. And here I have used some embossing method. Also did some color on it, and I have sewn on this smaller tag from a digital paper, and the backside I have covered with some self-dyed paper. And here this is a little journaling card with a silk ruffle, which I also have dyed myself. Also, I have added here some further decoration and this wonderful trim. Here on this side there is another digital paper with vintage writing, a little frame with a rose, and another decoration with my hand-dyed silk. Yeah, the first pocket here on this side is with vellum, because as you might know, when the paper is so beautiful, I like to keep it visible, and therefore I use vellum. And here there's another tag. And most of the journaling cards or tags which you see in this journal, I have sewn around. So some blank paper. Here this is one of my coffee dyed, color dyed, sun-dried paper, and it's always great to see what the effect will be. And because I use some dye with gold effects, then you have this wonderful shine. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really pretty. And on the opposite side there is a three-fold pocket, and in this pocket there is of course different elements, different journaling cards, tags, you name it. And here's another one, and here's also one. Here's some stenciling. It says merveilleux, wonderful, and I hope that the future owner of this journal will also think that this is a wonderful journal. Some trim in beige tones. Here is another tuck spot with some journaling card with a Victorian lady, and I've added some silk ornament to it. Here, this double page in the middle of this signature stems from a book which is called the Victorian Flower Album. And because it should be in tune with the Victorian era, I have used this here, and I think it's wonderful. Also in pink tone, wonderful flowers, and I think it matches very nicely. Here is another belly band which I have covered with lace, and there's another journaling card which I created by sewing different elements on top of each other. Also some some lace. Another lace over here, and these wonderful pink tones. This is the opposite side of the self-dyed paper. Have a look, it's nice, I think. Yeah, and here there is another pocket, and inside this pocket there is this Edith Holden, 2 pages from an Edith Holden book, because also she stems from this Victorian era, and therefore I put it in here. And also I like the drawings from Edith Holden, they are so pretty. On the opposite side, another tag which is further decorated with some fabric. And here is a pocket which is made from 2 different borders or trims and laces. This is some blank paper, but it's coffee dyed. What I also wanted to say, this journal consists of 5 signatures, and as I said, more than 160 pages. Yes, this is one of the first things I did in this journal, and I thought, maybe I go a little bit overboard with this, I think, sequel you call it. But never mind, I kept it because I thought it's pretty. So let's open it, because of course you can open it. And this one is backed with vintage book paper. Here is a card from William Morris design from the Victorian Victorian and Albert Museum in London. So this also fits to the Victorian theme. And also there is another tuck spot in here, and there's the picture of a Victorian lady. Just put it back, and you can flip it out, and there's another tuck spot and another journaling card. And here there's another picture of a lady. And when you flip this, then there is a very, very little tiny pocket. And in this tiny pocket, there are two small, very small journaling cards. So I wouldn't even call it a card, because it's a, I don't know, what is the smaller version of a card? Mini card. So this is the end of the first signature. We come to the second one. And I came across this very pretty digital paper. And yeah, so, and I have further decorated it with lace, of course. And on the inside, I have used one of my self-dyed papers. And because the self-dyed paper here came out with this pretty pink, I decided to have on the opposite side this little bird, which is sewn on another cardstock. And this little bird also has a pocket, and in this pocket there is some journaling card. No, tag. I will not learn it. I said it again and again. I always mix them up. Journaling card, tag. Ah, yeah. Okay. Again, some silk waffle here. Some pretty paper, which is also embossed, so it has this nice feeling. Oh. Some avocado dyed paper. Another of this self-dyed papers which I did. And here there's a paper bag, and in this paper bag, which I have decorated with a butterfly, there is a journaling card, postcard. And there is another card which I did by adding vellum on a picture from a magazine. It's a flower, and it gives this a little bit of faded look, which I like. Yeah, another nice border here. This is from this fashion magazine, this old fashion magazine, a copy of it, also from the Victorian era, and you see two ladies. This is avocado dyed paper, a little bird here. And we come to the middle section of the second signature, and here there we have this corresponding pockets, and another bigger tag, a journaling card, and two other journaling cards, which features some paintings from this time, and it's also some, I think a vintage wallpaper design. So they sit here. Another border over there. Oh yeah, and now we come to a wild page. This is really wild, because when you look at it, you say, oh my God, so many different patterns, so many different decoration. Yeah, it's a combination of decoration and pockets. So, because, let me show you, this one is a pocket. And this pocket I created, I saw it on a YouTube video, so it's not my invention, by adding different designs together on a belly band. Behind it there sits a big journaling card. And then there are the other journaling cards, bigger ones, smaller ones, and there's a longer one which I further decorated with some silk. So it looks like this, or like this. Yeah, so like this. Very wild. Here we have some wrapping paper. So it's a gift paper from, I think from Christmas even. And what I did is I made some embossing on it, so with some black embossing powder, which also has some glitter elements, and it nicely fits and matches the color of the opposite page, which is from my self-dyed paper. And on the opposite page there is this little pocket, which also can be flipped out, so you have the full page to decorate or write or whatsoever, and inside there's a journaling card. So on the next page there are two big tags, which are tags, longer tags, which do carry smaller tags, which I have sewn on. And I also further decorated them with lace to be in tune with the name and the title of this booklet, of this journal. Another pocket here, and this one is based on some nice cardstock with some nice flower motifs. Here is a little border, a little trim, and inside there is a journaling card with some decoration. There is another journaling card with some ruffles. Yeah, many ruffles, many decoration. And there's another tag which I created by sewing on different fabrics, also the fabric, the brocade, which I have used for the cover, and I made this little flower and I added some rhinestone in the middle. And it sits nice and warm here and looks pretty, I think. Yeah, we come to number 3, which is also decorated with some self-dyed silk ruffle, and it features a very pretty design paper showing a Victorian lady and a nice butterfly. And on the inside there's also, I love this. This is such a nice such a nice flower motif. Really, really pretty. I have added a pocket on the opposite side on a page which I have also decorated with some ruffles. And in this pocket there sits a self-created tag, which I have done by decoupaging and adding some pink, I don't know if you can see it, some pink glitter on it. So it sits in this pocket here. On the next side, on the next page, I have added some decoration from wallpaper, which is embossed and you can feel it nicely. I have also added some color to it because it was initially completely white. And here there's a belly band, and in this belly band there is a tag. Oh, a journaling card, of course. Yes, a journaling card. And this paper here is eco-dyed, and you see the leaves and the leaves and the flower petals which I have used on it. Some nice rose paper, some plain paper. Here there's a butterfly which I have added on this smaller piece of paper, which is decorated with some ruffles. Some stenciling over there. Vellum in pink tones. Some blue page. Another rose paper. And here there's book paper from a vintage book from the 1890s. And I kept the plain pages, and I have just added a picture of some flowers, which are also from this time, from the late 18th century, late 19th century. So there's another border over here, and here I have created a belly band by putting together 5 circles, and I have further decorated these circles with these little flowers, and these little flowers do have some glitter on it, so it's very nice. And I also added some gold waxing, and behind it there's a painting, or the copy of a painting from this time. Some stenciling here, another pocket over there, which is also decorated with lace, with double lace even. And inside there are 2 tags which I have created by doing some embossing on this on this cardstock, which features different postcards and letters. And I've added some decoration with black embossing powder. And they sit on a nice paper which features a vintage wallpaper decoration. Oh, yeah, decoration pattern. This is the other side of this eco-dyed paper. Oh, you see it here. This is really, really very prominent. Have a look. Yeah, and it's you can write on it, so no issue. So here, this this pocket here, I created by doing some decoupaging and again using some gold glitter in this instance. And here there are a journaling card and a tag. Many rose motifs, many flower motifs, because I think the Victorian era is also known for the garden, for the flowers, for at least for the richer people. I think the poorer people had not the most easiest life, to be sure. But when we think about the Victorian era, we think about pretty women, I think. Not this pretty woman, but pretty women in wonderful dresses, and but the time was not always very splendid, so to be sure. So we start with the signature number 4. Again, nice digital paper with some Victorian ladies and a rose decorated with ruffle. And on the back side, this is also pretty collage, a pretty collage of different Victorian wallpapers. A digital paper, of course. Here I have created another tag, and it's made flexible, and it's attached to the page with a paper pin. And here you see a very nice gold trim. Ooh, on the back side there's another bow to open, so let's open it. You can flip it out, and then you see 2 pockets or 2 belly bands. There's a picture of a lady. There's another picture of Victorian decoration, and inside there is a journaling card on this side, and there is a postcard, I think, on the other side. So many surprises in this journal, and many bows. So some gold decorated paper here, another nice trim over there. This is avocado dyed paper. You can see it because this side is lighter in color and this is more dark. On this side there is a smaller envelope, a little envelope, and inside this envelope there is a nice journaling card. This envelope has been further decorated with gold waxing, again some of the self-dyed paper. And here there is some information about the Victorian era, specifically about Victoria and Albert. And I took this out from a book which is called, I think, Victorian People or something like this. So I have few information pages in this journal as well. And this is the family tree of Queen Victoria, and this is she. And on the back side, this is Albert, her husband. And there is a little bit about their marriage. So there's another bow. I said many bows. There's another one. You can open it. And again, this is expandable. And inside there is another small journaling card with the picture of a wallpaper. And there is also a tiny little booklet, which is covered with vellum, which I have embossed with gold embossing powder, and some further decoration. So it's very tiny and it fits nicely here. And behind it there's a tag. Then there is another self-dyed paper, where I have done also some further embossing with gesso and some gold waxing and further color work. And behind it, with a paper pin attached, there's another journaling card. Another tag, sorry. Yeah, this is this very pretty, I use it from time to time, this very pretty lace with this heart decoration, and it's very nice. It has a special name which I don't remember now. Here there is a belly band which I created, and I also created this frame. It's a frame which I did by using different colors, different pink colors, and I have added this picture of two birds, two lovebirds, probably, and behind it there's another journaling card. So, this flip out thing with this decorated journaling card. Here there is this a paper doily which I have turned into a double pocket, and in this double pocket, of course, there are some tags, very tiny, and another tag which is a little bigger, and a very small journaling card. It also has this gold shimmer. I really like this, sorry for that. So here we have another stenciling, and on this side there is some further information about the royal family. Victoria and Albert had 9 children, so they had a lot to do. And politics and power, so this is a little bit of information here. This is the avocado dyed page, which is further decorated with some lace. And on the back side there is a belly band. No, not a belly band, a pocket. And in this pocket there is some further information about the British Empire. And as you might know, the British Empire really got into its full blossom in the time of the Victorian era, and also India became very relevant, and it's been called the jewel in the crown. And I thought also because of this, I was very happy to use this Indian brocade for the cover of this journal, because I think it's very nicely in tune with the theme. So this brings us already to the end of the 4th signature, and have another look at this really, really pretty collage wallpaper. And this is number 5, and here I have added double lace. I said I couldn't help it, I had to decorate and decorate and decorate. And here, this is another wallpaper. It has this really, really pretty rose motif. I really love it. And I have also added, to further strengthen the page, I have added some washi tape with some glitter. Self-dyed paper, some rose paper. There is a little stamp, but it has a meaning, it has a purpose, some stenciling, and the purpose of the stamp is to cover the paper clip which I have used to attach this information, also from this book from the Victorian people. And it's about some information about William Morris, and I mentioned him before. He's an artist, and he has created many pretty decoration. And you have seen one of the cards already in this book, and I have added another one, and this is the one here. It's also again from the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. And here you see this decoration with this flower and this rhinestone. In fact, is a little envelope, and in this envelope there sits another postcard with 2 ladies. So let's put it back. And it's so nice because I think it forms such a nice decoration with this triangle and the flower. Decoration. Very pretty lace, very small but very pretty. Another pocket which has been made by using different laces, and it's exactly the same making like the one we have seen already on the back side of this cover. Oops, and it's Indian trim, yes, because I think it fits so nicely to this topic. As I mentioned, there's another journaling card, some sheer lace, another tag which I have created by adding a pretty button, wooden button, and some cheesecloth, I think you call it, and some further elements, and it's attached with a paper pin. Here in the middle of this last signature I have created 4 pockets, and in these pockets you see a corresponding tags, all with flower motifs. This is wildflower and the other one is some roses, and they nicely match the color scheme of this page with the butterfly and the green tones. So this is some nice Indian sari silk. Here some vellum, two birds, and you can flip this up and you see some coffee dyed paper. Another flip out here with this tag over there. On the back side there is some nice digital paper with some vintage writing, coffee dyed paper here, and I think we have some more plain paper because it's already so heavily decorated that I thought I'd rather leave some place for further writing. This is the page of this, what I said before, of this wonderful wallpaper, which you can see here. Oops. Look at this, very nice. And when you turn this, there's another belly band, and behind the belly band there's another bigger journaling card. Ooh, it was so much fun to do it, and I really hope that the lovely lady who was asking for this journal likes it. I do like it. I hope you all the others also like it, because I think it's really pretty, and I couldn't stop decorating. And yeah, I also love the spine. I love the spine with this wonderful appliques, and it gives it such a precious look. So I hope you enjoyed my little, I think it was not so short, the speech, the introduction, the presentation, whatever, about this journal, Slik And Laces. I hope to see you soon, and have a very nice day. Bye bye, Martina.